Good evening, kindreds from all over the world. Welcome back in Oxford by night. My name is Lesha, I am the Game Master Virtuoso, and this is the Under Coterie. I'm kindly joined by Kuba, who will play as drummer, Malkavian.
Hello.
I'm also joined by Axel, Thomas.
Hello.
And last but not least, Sue and Mica played as Randy and Sarah.
Hi.
Hello.
The day was long. The air was completely different. The humankind tend to be unaware of you, yet your fears turn to whispers. You felt their acknowledgement of your kind. You felt that they are looking for you. A pile of corpses left in a cheap motel on the outskirts of Oxford City, in a bathtub, turned back to life when the sun disappeared on the horizon.
Whose elbow's in my crotch?
I would like you to start with your rouse checks to define improvement on your hunger, your communication with your beast.
Just one dice.
Success.
My hunger is unchanged.
Sue and Mica?
Success.
Success.
Brilliant. The beast did not trigger it in any form. There was no shout from your inner beast. Yet, just the sensation of being uncomfortable annoyed you a little bit. Axel, other than the whispers from the daytime, nothing really bothers you much. You just want to get out of this bathtub as soon as possible, and you don't remember when was the last time when you've been in such physical contact with any other undead. So, you don't recognize the place. You don't know how you get here, you don't know where are you. It seems like you have no recollection of this place. Mica, you are aware that during the day someone was inside your head. Somebody was reading your thoughts while you've been asleep. How do you know that? You're not entirely sure. Is that true? You're not entirely sure. But the sensation cannot leave you. It is a small, dark bathroom in a cheap motel with some towels and some things that's seen better days. Everything is white, yet it is dark. The window is completely blocked, as per your request. You've been awakened by yourselves, by the sunlight. No one interrupted your sleep. What is that you would like to do, guys?
What's the last thing I remember?
Your wedding.
What?
That was a hell of a party, wasn't it?
How are you here? What? Who the hell are you?
He does this sometimes.
Good morning to you, too. Or evening, as the case may be. Let's all assemble in a room that has more space, and we'll talk about it. And I leave the bathroom.
I follow.
It was a task, don't get me wrong, to get out from a single bathtub when you trio there. Took you approximately 3 to 5 minutes to get around, poke around, find the switch to light, open the doors, get out, make sure that there's nobody there, there's no traps whatsoever. And finally you rest on a sofa chair in a corner of the room. SuE, Mica, I suppose you also get out. And
Yeah,
you found a bed, which you sat on both corners. So you see the room for the first time ever in your life. You have no recollection of this place either. Other than that, all your belongings are here. Everything is as you left it. Everything, including blocked doors, blocked windows, etc. All your survival, the daytime presets that you've done. A small TV that yesterday, as you remember, Axel, was communicating Luan through.
I remember.
That's about it. Other than that, team in the room is rather old. It needs a fresh decor for sure. But what do you expect from such a place? There is a phone, if you need one. There is a kettle, some kind of tea bags or whatsoever, which to indicate for you that you are in England. By the sockets in the walls, you can define that you are no longer in the United States. Other than that, no major developments.
Yes. We came over here together.
Our wedding was...
It was several years ago. You literally don't remember anything of the night we came here? Driving like a madman?
No, we got married last night.
No, didn't.
I'm gonna go find something to take the edge off while you can maybe give the rundown to your husband, is it?
Yes.
So you guys can have some privacy to calm down and stuff. I definitely need to take care of something so that I point to the desk that is now ripped to pieces in part of the room and so that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, that would be a really good idea. I'm not sure if we're going to be in a room where we can find a bathtub again.
What's your name again?
Axel.
Well, I gotta know.
It's all good. It's all good. I'll leave them to it, and I'll,
You're unblocking the doors.
Well, I'm not sure if I'd touch anything but the main door so I can leave, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you move the wardrobe, and you disconnect your booby traps, and get out. SuE, Mica, Axel left the hotel room. I suppose you look each other into eye and having a weird conversation.
Do we trust that guy?
He hasn't given us a reason not to.
So you're telling me I don't remember several years?
No, that's part of why we're here.
Who took my memory?
That's also part of the reason why we're here.
They did it.
Who's they?
Mages.
Mages.
They follow me everywhere.
I don't think it was mages. We don't know.
It's mages. Mages. I'm telling you. They did it. Okay. What are we doing here? Why are we here? I don't know. What's going on?
I guess we're waiting for right now.
What are we waiting on?
Well, Axel should come back so we go together as a group. I believe the guy's name was John? Someone was in here.
Vampire?
Oh, he knew you.
What?
You were legendary.
Duh.
Axel, in the meantime, you left the room. You are on the first floor of the balcony. You're seeing a car park full of cars. Most of them have a light blue and red on them. Yellow stamps of the police. Approximately 6-7 cars of police force. Thames Valley Police. Including some coroner cars. Including some ambulances. Some TV, media trucks, vans, and approximately 100 of people that are just bypassers, just staring at what's happening. In the very front of the hotel you stayed, you see a person that is, how to say it in a polite way, someone took their skin off and hanged them on the street lights. The smell of blood is overwhelming, and it makes you a little bit dizzy, as it happened no longer than an hour ago. It is all fresh, and it's all not covered by any source of masquerade, because that couldn't be a kind doing. Obviously, police is trying to do what they can to move people back, but plenty of people have their mobile phones. They're recording anyway. Everybody's with a hand like this, little flashlights coming up from their devices. TV reporters are talking live from that place. You see few of the police officers on your balcony, going room by room, asking people would they see anything. Crowd, it's loud, it's flashy. But the night is cold. It is about to rain. Wind brings a smell of blood and a sensation of joke. Like somebody's really happy. Like amusement.
All right. And despite all this, because of that smell, I need to hit the back alleys and see if I can find someone, well, being an asshole so that I can take care of the hunger. The distraction might help me, it might not, depending on how this goes.
Well, on these streets, there's no such thing as incognito. You getting up from the premises of the hotel, I suppose, and searching for a prey, correct?
Yeah, I'd have to.
Right. Can you test for me your survival skills and your wits?
Wits and survival, eh?
Yes, please.
Okay. Great. Looks like 4 successes.
4 successes. And what's your predatory type?
Alley cat.
Alley cat. Brilliant. Then brawl and strength, please.
Or say again?
Brawl and strength.
Ah. That looks like 5 successes.
Easy peasy.
Nothing
Therefore,
special.
It didn't take a lot as you start passing through the street with pubs and outdoors alcohol sales, where you found another football drunken hooligan after the age of 30 plus, openly stating comments about black people, and obviously he didn't use that language, but that person became your target. And after he was thrown out from the pub, you followed him. You successfully grabbed him. And there was something weird, unusual for all the years you've done this the same way. When you dipped your fangs in his neck, while he was screaming and you hold his mouth so he will be quiet, he wasn't screaming like something's attacking him. The scream did not come out from a surprise of your imminent strike. While you drain from his precious guitar, he looked at you and he knew what you are. He exactly knew that he was attacked by a vampire.
Interesting.
How much?
If it's possible, I would like to say 2 levels of hunger off of it.
Sure. You're gonna leave him bloody alive.
In this case, even if he knows what I am, lick the wound, let him believe I am what I am. If there's no evidence that I am what I am, then it doesn't matter what he believes.
Sure.
Unless he says something to me afterwards.
He's too weak to say anything. But he still smells cheap beer and some cheap whiskey, which now curves in your veins, which makes your life a little bit brighter than usual. So your reflexes are a little bit dizzy. What are you doing afterwards?
Well, for good measure, if there's some garbage around,
For sure.
I'll just sort of dump a bag on him.
Mm-hmm.
The worse that he smells, the less anyone's going to want to talk to him. And then I'll just head back to the hotel in a rather inconspicuous way so I can warn the other 2 about the scene outside.
Sure. Let me go back to the room. So, Mica, you start to talk. But you've been interrupted. A loud knocking to the doors. Interrupt. None of the word.
So she's going to go to the door and kind of listen. See if he has any hint of what's on the other side. See her
You can
breathing.
see through the the doors.
Okay.
No problem.
So he's going to look through the people.
You can see 2 police officers, 1 female and 1 male, in bright jackets with all the assortment and communication and British hats with the badges on them, holding to the tactical jackets, laughing, just like the laughing, privately talking, lively. You can clearly hear that they're talking about tomorrow's game.
So he's saying you can go out the window and I can go invisible. I'm just telling you a storyteller. How do you want it? Or we can confront them. What do you want to do?
Is the window open?
Probably not.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go out the window.
So are you going to go in bird form or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I stand at the door, just in case they try to force their way in while she's trying to get out. So she opens the door, goes into her bird form.
No, open the window, not the door.
Window, yeah. Yeah.
You're
Goes into her
opening
bird
the
form.
back window, you turn into the bird, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
sit on the balcony of the bird to see
Rouse
what's going
check,
on.
please, for that.
God.
Always a
Ooh.
price.
Yeah, that's a negative. I don't
That's a blank or bestial failure?
blank.
Blank, sure. Add your hunger by 1. Increase it. And so, after she transforms, you're opening the doors.
No, I'm going invisible.
You're going invisible.
Right.
Alright. You vanish, yeah? Or
No.
which power
I'm
you
going to
use?
do the one that doesn't cause a rouse check.
Alright, sure.
So I
Cloak
go
of
hide in
shadows.
the window and just kind of like invisible. And I'm
Sure.
going to wait.
They knocked once again. They knocked again, and you could see Thames Valley's police. Then you heard, like, maybe there's no one there. And they went to another doors and start knocking to another doors.
You didn't go far, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You could hear
No, I
a
just-
conversation from the
Okay.
doors next up.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
police introducing themselves and asking that they would be a witness to what happened on the car park.
For storyteller records, who doesn't like cops? Imagine that. Okay, so once they move on, Sue's gonna make his way out the window. Are we on the second story? Or are we on the first story?
On the
where
first,
are we
not
at?
on the ground, on the first floor.
So we are on the ground
No.
or not?
You're not on the ground, you are on the first.
Yeah, that's an American thing. Where first floor is ground floor, right? And in the UK, it's the second floor.
10 feet or 3 meters up.
Yeah.
Ish.
It's not a jump you cannot make.
It's not a jump I cannot make.
Yeah, you can easily jump that distance.
Okay, so I'm gonna hop. I'm gonna hop out of the.
Sure. And Mica is flying out, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. So you can see plenty of police around here and there.
Okay.
With the yellow tapes like crime scene and just putting out and securing the premises.
Okay, Sue is food minded at this point because I'm at 2 hunger, so he needs to eat, and he's an alley cat too. She needs to eat. He'll signal to her like we need to eat or something, whatever. But he's gonna try to get that hunger down.
Well, we're gonna
How you would like to proceed? Is
Out
there
of
any
it.
specific type you are hunting for?
Sue generally looks for his same thing Axel does. Looks for somebody who deserves it. somebody begging for it, kind of thing.
Well, I'm still near a hotel.
Yeah, you're
I have to go find someone to sleep.
Yeah, she's got to find somebody to sleep. So she probably
That's
fly
not
around.
going to be a difficult. Sure.
Right.
So
Right.
technically, give me both wits plus survival test.
Success.
How many?
1.
Just 1.
2.
2.
I'm forgetting you need 2 for the major success. Yeah, so there's 2
Mm-hmm. And so
out of 5.
Are we adding hunger dice to our roll?
to every.
So I'm rolling 6 dice. 2 of those need to be hunger dice, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so I have 1 success, 1 critical, 1 skull. So I don't know what that necessarily
Sure.
means.
That means 2 successes and a beastly failure. No worries.
Okay.
What's that mean? That means you split it. Mica,
Means what?
You mean split it.
Okay.
Mica, you flew to the higher estates. Still in a less than a minute distance for the flight. While you scoop for sleeping victims. What you found? Well, who can sleep at 11 at night? People who are really tired or kids? Which one do you prefer?
I can't feed on children, so I would go for an adult.
Sure. Therefore, you attach your fangs to the neck of the sweaty builder, fat, chubby guy, completely drunk after like heavy shift. You just
Yummy.
pass out on a sofa with the open window. It's not your favorite cousin. Let's call it this way. But
Oh, God.
hey, it makes you live, right? The smile on his face when you finished with him was even more despising than anything else. You left as quick as possible and you promised yourself you're never going to come back to this flat. On the other side, Sue, you found the guy in the bin. How lucky! I mean, somebody dropped completely good blood bag. I mean, a guy who looked like he support one of the local football teams, and he was just getting out, just in front of you. Therefore, you grab his neck, you expose your fangs, and you bite him. Something was weird with his blood. So, I would say it
fun.
make you sneeze, but undead don't sneeze. But you feel like you want to, but you cannot, because you are dead. Do you understand how confusing that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With an iron gullet, typically nothing really bothers me, so I'm like, okay,
My question is here, are you allowing your humane part to sneeze or not? Are you imitating the sneeze just to let it go? Because probably it's a mental block. It's more mental than physical, you suppose.
Sue is the embodiment of chaos. I'll roll a dice to see. If it's a blank. Yep. Sue sneezes. He's just gonna blood sneeze.
So, with your fangs in his aortas, you sneezed, ripping off his neck.
Oh!
And the blood splatter fulfilled everywhere. Like, all over your face, all over your clothes. He made the last one scream, which makes you scream, because how you cannot scream when somebody's screaming at you.
I put my hand over his mouth and say, go to sleep, go to sleep.
It's... After you pushing him, this head needs reattachment.
Oh!
It just fell off, and you could hear laugh around. And the laugh, it's from a boy. Maybe 16 years old boy who just appeared on the next side of the rubbish bin. He's in a school uniform, like a posh school kind of private school uniforms, if you know what I mean. With a jacket and smart tie and white shirt. He got blonde/white, long hairs. And he's giggling with a bottle of what seems to be very expensive whiskey in his hand.
Can I do an awareness check to see if he just like unobfuscated?
Yes, he did.
He did? Okay, alright. Hi? Like, wiping the blood off his face with, like, you said he was in a bin, so, like trash, just, like, using trash to take blood off his face, whatever, crumbling it up, putting it in his pocket. Like, yeah, botch that. Who are you?
What do we have here?
Oh. I'm SuE. Am I in trouble? I didn't mean to do it.
You may be, but we'll have to take a look at that. You're not from around here, are you? Judging by the whole decorum and the accent, after all.
I don't have an accent. What?
Okay.
Axel, you could see Mica flying above you. And vice versa. Mica flying to the direction to SuE, you could see Axel going back to the hotel. Axel, you could see Mica flying completely different direction.
I sort of stop and gauge where she's flying.
You could see her landing the alley you fed.
Considering the type of bird is not nocturnal normally, yeah. Probably know who that is. I'll follow her.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick question. The guy's dead. However, has my hunger been satiated completely, or
Yes. You can take off 1 point of hunger.
stuff off my face, like, you know?
Yeah, it's not decrease your hunger to 0. You didn't take the last drop. You just murdered him. That's completely two different
Oh, well,
things.
I can feed on the dead. I'm going to get
sure,
that last drop.
You just finish off the head and sunk into the hole that where head is supposed to be.
He's like, 1 second. Could die
Drummer-
for nothing, right?
I suppose you step back a little, so the splatter will not attack you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Bloody spot.
Axel and Mica, you are the witness of the whole situation now.
Oh, they're here now?
Mica is above you, and Axel is just entered the back alley.
I've had about 4 pints of lager swagger on, and I come into the alleyway, and I look at it. So tell me that was another werewolf, please.
No, but something was wrong with that guy. Like, something was wrong with his blood, and it made me sneeze. I haven't sneezed since, well, I don't remember a lot of things, but we don't sneeze, right?
No.
Yeah. Mica, could you get a sample of his blood? Because there's something in that, and now it's in my system.
Mm-hmm. So I'll swap out a bird form and grab another vial. How many vials of fucking blood do I need to take because of you?
When did the Sabbat start sending out new bloods to do their work?
What?
Sabbat?
Now, I'm assuming that's what you are after ripping that guy's head off.
That was an accident. I tried to tell you that was an accident. I'm not Sabbat.
Drama.
Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I ain't there anymore.
Drama. Can you test your occult and intelligence, please? Or would you like me to test it?
I can roll. Do we know what the difficulty is? Or just
What's the pool?
roll? I have intelligence 4, occult 1.
5. So
Yep.
add 1 dice to that.
Mm-hmm.
As a 6. And I want 2 successes, please.
Okay.
Include your hunger current hunger?
Include, I'm on 0.
Awesome. So 0.
Apparently 5 successes, 1 crit.
You recognize both SuE and Mica when she transformed back to the human form. Which I suppose when you did the vial, this is what you've done.
Mhm.
So, you know, not them, but pictures of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mica's picture was on Joseph's desk in his office. And you saw face of SuE in Guillermo's contacts on his phone. So they are not entirely strangers to the Oxford.
So you must be Camarilla since you're accusing strangers of being Sabat. That sounds like a candy thing.
Oh, no. Don't compare me to those morons.
I mean,
well,
insult. Typically, when randomly accused of being Sabat, it's a candy.
Let's just say I like Uncle Sam's way of thinking of freedom and, guns blazing. So, Anarch all the way.
Same. Anarch.
So when did the 3 of you get here?
And most importantly, how?
Yeah, that was an ordeal. We've only been here for, what, a day? 2 days?
One overnight.
No.
Who's saying you?
Oh, I came to find somebody. Apparently I have an acquaintance here, Giuseppe. So, not necessarily here to find him per se, but
Go on.
yeah, personal business. These two.
Go on.
Yeah, these two. Not sure.
Well, if you're not here to kill Giuseppe, then we might have something in common.
Yeah, night ain't over yet.
Hmm.
He has some explaining to do, but we won't get into that. Not quite yet.
Well, and the other two, there. What were your names again?
Mica.
So,
Mica SuE,
Axel.
Axel.
and you are?
Oh, you can just call me the drummer.
Seems to be
Ringo
calling
it is.
here.
Making friends.
I said, Ringo it is.
No one has real names. It's either like, the unrested. The drummer.
Don't you bloody start on that one. What?
Drummer, I would like you to do the rouse too.
All I'm saying is 2 kindred weird names.
What do I need to roll for the rouse check?
You got 0. You got 0 hunger, so just roll the 1 dice, 1 red dice.
1 red dice. 'Cause I've got this online dice.
1
roller.
cool, 1 hunger.
Okay. Bestial failure.
Visual failure.
Yep.
The drummer started to laugh. The moment you said unrested, he started to laugh. Then cry. Then laugh again. Then he gets really upset. And everything in a matter of 3 seconds or less.
I think he's in trouble.
Don't you dare say that name. He is long gone. He is dead. No more.
An invisible force grabbed the drummer by the hands, straightening his back, and you all could see Boo, a Nosferatu that you met before, completely mummified, yet still in a hoodie, holding him with his hands behind him.
It's okay, drummer boy. It's okay. Dr. Valentine is a friend of the domain. It's okay. Hold on.
The smell of the sewers, the ugliness of his sweat, as a low generation kindred. Probably one of the most ugliest thin bloods you could ever lay hands on. He bowed towards SuE.
Please excuse, Lord Drummer. Please excuse.
Do I know you?
Wow.
We do.
You should.
I met him.
I'm friend.
Was he all just up his hand, or is there something?
This is the gesture he made when he was saying,
Okay.
I'm friend.
Does that mean anything to SuE? Or
Occult plus intelligence.
okie doke? Occult is. Oh, it's a lot. Okay. 2, 3. Yeah. Two successes
2 successes.
out of 8.
Out of 8. There's a special name for it. You know the name, you don't know where it's coming from.
Okay.
This is the gesture shown in some kind of secret society which you belonged probably somewhere along your own life.
Oh.
It's like the sect in the 70s you joined. Not entirely sure your memory, your head is... You start to get a headache the moment you start to think of it. But the name it's cruising in your head is Sun Drifters.
Recognize that. Okay. So I think it's a positive thing. Alrighty. Okay.
Are you alright, Lord Drummer?
Just a bit agitated, but just need to.
Please don't worry. Your father is no more. The sheriff was executed last morning. Well,
You're right.
Today.
You're right. Anyway, then you, after all.
he's gone. It's alright. It's alright.
Right then, what can I do for the 3 of you, as you are here at a very precarious time, should I
First
say?
of all, you are safe. We all are safe. It's good.
Dave, can somebody help me clean that up?
But
Yeah, I was gonna say,
the police is nearby. If you're about to chat, I'd rather to move. Don't worry about the mess. I can grab that to the sewers and put it on Tremier's.
Okay.
Well then,
Peace be with
let's
you.
just. And you do.
Boo starts to grab corpses from the floor. What is the rest of you doing?
Following Boo.
Pretty much, yeah.
So you went out after Boo to the sewers. Well, not as big as American sewers, you could say. This is a barely corridor for one.
Yeah.
And it's more like a big mole rat tunnel than a correct swamp tunnels.
Okay.
After maybe 10 minutes, you walked into the, well, let's call it as it is, the dungeon or really old but basement with the bricks on the walls everywhere and some garden chairs around with umbrella, glass table, couple of mattresses. You can hear rats, you can see cockroaches everywhere. It's stinking here. There is electricity yet, and there are cablings that are widely open from time to time, connected to the electric car engines and batteries, and it's all messy, full of junk, and quite spacious.
Nice place you got here, Boo.
Thank you. This is not the Undercity. Tremere won't find you here. It's okay.
We have a Tremere problem?
We have a lot of problems.
I mean, Tremere are typically a problem, but...
Well, I personally don't want to have my blood boiled again, so I'm completely fine in here with Boo and everyone else.
Who did that?
I don't know.
Whoever it was, they were taken care of in short order shortly after.
Good.
So,
My sire is of need of me. Drummer, Lord Drummer, I leave the new comms with you.
I'll throw him a welcome
think
party.
they should see either Briggs or Hollywood. He bowed to Sue like it was the 16th century again.
Peace
I look
be
at him and
upon
I...
you.
Thanks again, sir.
Thank you, Boo.
You're
Thank
most
you, Will.
welcome.
And he starts running through those little tunnels.
He's not usually like that. I'll let you know. Well then, welcome party and all. Mrs. Oxford, if you haven't gathered already. The great Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, as you know. Ruled by her queen, etc. and stuff like that on the official side. Right then. I already know that Axel, you're here for Giuseppe in some way or another. If it's in a positive sense, I can help you. But the other two, Sue, Mica, what is it that you want from here? Why are you here? And what do you need of me?
I'm here to find out what happened to my sire, Joseph.
If you would have a drink, you would split it. Spit it all.
But I don't have a drink handy.
I guess I'm here because of her. I don't remember shit.
We received a letter, and the letter was saying that something had happened to my sire and that somebody knows what happened to his memory.
Which now,
then.
now I don't even remember us receiving the letter, so hey. I'm along for the ride!
Lovely. And here I was expecting some reinforcements for once, but apparently not. Oh well.
Well, if you need help, it's a scratchy backy thing, right?
Reinforcements?
In some way or another.
For what?
Camarilla problem, Golden Church problem, Sabbat problem, loads of different problems. And also the late King of the Vale problem. Let's just say that the Camarilla are making their way of just eradicating the Anarchs, just like they did with the Sabbat not so long ago.
I'm good with helping that, but I don't know about you.
I really just want to know what happened to my sire.
Of course.
That's my goal right now.
I'm proposing a scratchy backy thing. He's a local. You know what I'm saying? So he's got problems, we got problems.
I see he's the mind of the operation. Good on you.
Well, it's a mind. Wouldn't say it was the mind.
No.
I know I can see a bright mind over there, and that's one bright mind.
Not arguing.
The room starts to twist and roll. All of you feel like in a fucking roller coaster when walls start to spin, when floor starts to shake. Drama, Axel, Mica, you all end up on the walls of the room. Squished, smashed against them when the room is spinning. And it's spinning with a speed that would kill a mortal human being by the just air pressure and gravity force. So you are in the middle of this place. You are...
SuE?
Yeah. You are shouting just as they are. Everybody give now the extent of the lungs limits in shouting, because it's something that should not happen. The magia starts to burst everywhere. The whispers in the many ancient languages that only SuE can recite with are hearable from many different dimensions. It took maybe 30 seconds of that roller coaster, that spinning room, of that complete headache, of that mental rape that you just went through. And you all end up on the floor. The room stopped to spin. And SuE is in that position, like he's protecting himself. And he got a business card in a hand. And SuE, you have a recollection of the last 7 years.
Like I remember everything all of a sudden?
Yeah. You remember the trip in here, you remember the container, you remember the yesterday.
Now I remember it all. What's the name on the card?
The name on the card is I Can Help You. And a phone number.
Fuck me.
This kind of a thing a regular occurrence, drummer?
Not exactly, but we have had our dealings with the magical kind. Ah, fuck. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Hoping my unswayable mind helped me in this.
Well,
you can just start. Why you gotta spin the room?
it's better than it is with drummer, if you ask me. Although you are after 4 pints of lager, aren't you? At least feeling of it.
A little bit.
So, still not healthy. Mica, that was your third or fourth ride like that in the last decade.
Nice.
Men. Sorry?
Well, I remember the last 7 years. So is that our third or fourth, or just hers?
Sorry, again.
So my character is now remembering the last 7 years. Does he remember those two?
Yeah,
His
yeah.
roller coaster? So this is how the mages are choosing to communicate with him.
Some of them.
Okay. So yeah.
And this is my third time.
This is your third time like that.
First or third? I thought you said third.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Third.
Yay, kindred subterfuge. Never gets old.
Well, then, that's one thing off the list. 2 more to go.
What? Use a door next time.
Never see any doors around here, at least, so maybe that's why.
What I mean, like use a tunnel. Like why you gotta spin the freaking world? Okay. So he puts the card in his pocket. And,
Update your inventory, please.
Okay.
Marked business card in your inventory.
What? Large business card? Is that what you said?
Business card. Just a business card. Or the business card, as you prefer.
Okay.
Take this opportunity to mend one of my wounds.
Sure.
Fine. Hunger is 2. Wounds go down.
Well,
You feel way much better, and the lager and the alcohol worn off from your body.
right then. If I'm supposed to be the host and giving you the welcome party, it would be rude of me to ask you of anything so far, so forget about everything I said. Fuck. Anyway. Let's go see a couple of people. Briggs, Hollywood, in that order.
All right.
We'll get some clarity on everything.
Okay.
I would suppose that you're taking them to the car and to see Briggs. Are you taking them to your car, or are you taking them to the car of your dolls?
Can I not just go out and just, car, go?
Well, you've got cars ready nearby, so there's no
okay,
kind of-
then might as well, yeah, then.
The point is it your Mini Cooper, or is it the limousine of your dolls?
Let's make an impression on them, the limousine. Let's go, why not?
Sure.
Oh my god.
You don't like a Mini Cooper?
No, it,
Now, if you're saying that, now we have to take the Mini Cooper.
In a couple of next minutes, you follow Drummer to the person you're supposed to see. And when he led you out from the sewers, you get into the hidden underground car park, where was a limousine waiting for you with a personal driver who seems not to be a ghoul, more of a blood doll than anything.
What's a blood doll, exactly? Just like a herd, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the best word for it, yeah. A
Mortal,
human aware of what you are, willingly giving you his blood.
Okay. Nice.
Inside the car, there was plenty of party happening. That's easy to say. Inside of the limousine was a total mess. Old pizzas, bloodstains, bottles of whiskey, vodka, martinis, you name it. It's a party car. You can clearly state that.
Somebody's been having a good time.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about that. You're more than welcome to take the 3-day-old pizza if you want to eat something. Be my guest.
I'm good. Thank you, though. Just
Alright.
like something to sit down.
You can hear the driver from the intercom. Where to?
Take us to Briggs, Frank.
Yes, sir. And the limousine starts cruising. Any conversation happening, or would you like me to fast forward to travel?
I'll quickly go to the toilet, and then I'll be good to continue.
In a matter of next 20 minutes, with some traffic included, you reached your destination, which is also on the edge of the city, on petrol station. One of the main roads to the Oxford and Reading, so between the shires. You could say at the moment quiet. Few cars are parked on the petrol station, few customers in and out. This is Briggs' place. Drama, you know this place well enough. For you guys, it's one of those brand new, very professional, very CCTV petrol station that actually you would never want to rob because too much surveillance. And yeah, elegant, nice, electronic doors and whatsoever. Frankie told you that you reach your destination and open doors from the limousine.
Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it.
My name is Bob.
Okay, Dylan.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, ma'am.
See, this guy gets it. Like, come on, it's so easy to remember names.
You're entering the store.
Yes.
Drummer first, then Axel, then Mica, and then unfortunately Sue.
No. This episode will be named A Series of Unfortunate Events.
So, as you walk into the store, you see customers here and there looking at the eggs or picking stuff to the baskets. 3 cashiers, some people refilling the stocks. And the moment Sue walked in, everybody turned around. Everybody took out the gun that was concealed. And everybody is pointing at Sue. And it's a kind of a Russian standoff because it was in your muscle memory to take your guns off as well.
Is there a bee on me?
Approximately 14 mortals are fully dominated to point guns at Sue.
Oh, so we recognize that. Okay.
You can see the blindness and unwillingness in their eyes.
Cool. Vanish.
What the actual bloody fuck? You could, for the first time, you could hear Mr. Briggs swearing. That's like a unlife achievement for you. And you could see a short person, not exactly sure is he kindred, coming, well, hiding behind the shelves a little bit. He got some grey hairs and blonde on the top, black rimmed glasses, white shirt, name badge, Douglas, a manager, white shirt with a protector for his pants, a black tie, smart pants, approximately, well, he's 5'6". He's bending from like one of the shelves. He's holding a small gun himself, but he's not pointing it anywhere. He's more like to kill himself before, like he's aiming at himself.
We're all gonna put our guns down, okay?
Now, was there something that you forgot to tell me?
How could you bring him here? Are you mad? Well, you obviously mad, but...
Welcome, Briggsy boy, it's me!
Get out, all of you, now. Right this moment. This is my domain. You do not have a permission to enter. Bring more garlic! One of the cashiers went to the vegetables section to bring more garlic.
I lean over to Axel and whisper, "Never a dull moment so far, huh?"
Yeah, are we gonna get shot? Am I gonna have to dig metal out of my... You know what? Drummers, is it his domain? Did you tell him the truth?
Don't worry about that. It's just Briggs being Briggs, you know how it is. So
Oh yeah, garlic and bullets.
Fine, that's fine. Now, Sue, tell me, what was it? Why are they pointing their guns at you? Care to tell me?
Yeah.
Something which
why
you
are
remember?
they?
Tell me.
Guy who doesn't have a memory?
You just got it back.
Back?
Well, okay, do I remember anything in the 7 years about this guy?
You've never been in Oxford, no? You never met this guy?
Never been in Oxford. I don't know who that guy is. Literally pointing the gun.
Oh, we know who the fuck you are!
Is this a disembodied voice? Have you vanished, or...?
No. Like, well, I mean, I was finished, but, like, things transpired. Anyway.
Got it.
So, yeah. But things are gonna get real fucking ugly if we don't put our guns down right now.
Right.
You seem intimidated. So if you're properly intimidated, stop.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Hi.
Hi. Put your guns down.
Can I put them away?
Yes, put them away.
Hey. Puts his guns away.
There we go.
First.
Well, none of the humans did the same.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
They can keep them up. It's for their own personal safety. It makes sense, right? Now, Briggs, I love your reaction to it. I've never heard you swear. It's amazing. But why?
He's the butcher.
What?
The butcher of what?
of Chicago.
Of Chicago? I've never been there. I don't know.
I-
Apparently so.
Well, it's news to me.
Yeah, me too.
May I have a word with Lord Drummer on the side, please?
Oh, of course, no problem.
To my office,
Your
please.
real name, do what you want.
If you free, just wait here. If you want, you can grab like a cola or a Red Bull or whatever you want, and then I'll be back.
Does any of you possess the Auspex high-end senses?
I do.
You do.
Whoever do is a witness to that conversation.
Okay.
Because literally, what's stopping you guys from hearing this conversation is a single glazed doors.
Mm-hmm.
You close him in the office. He's like, they are here because Prince is about to execute his daughter, isn't he?
Wait, is that the case? I thought I was just going to recruit them for the Anarchs.
Anarchs doesn't exist.
It will! Don't worry. We'll bring it back, baby!
Bullshit.
Come on!
Have you heard
Come on.
that Crane is dead?
Crane is dead.
Yes.
But, what, the second time now?
Yes.
I'm not going to believe it till I see.
Elysium is burned. Chantra is burned.
What?
Second Inquisition is fucking everywhere.
Ah, that's not good. But everything else is there, which...
London sends a new prince.
Right, okay. Mm-hmm.
His name is Croft. He's a venturer. One of those posh pricks.
Yeah. Oh, ear. Sorry.
But
Right.
he got a fucking regime.
Thank you for giving me the update. I've been a bit out of the loop.
I bet you've been drinking for last week.
8 days.
Whatever.
Hmm.
College holidays, I don't care.
Hmm.
The point is, Lady Katherine is not seneschal anymore.
And who is?
I have no fucking clue. Probably, I suppose, Olivia will be.
Okay, that doesn't give us any bonus points.
Nah. And me and my kind are not shooting lightly. And now, a new sheriff caught Amanda. And they're gonna execute her tomorrow. And suddenly, the bloody butcher of Chicago, the destroyer of items, is here. Coincidence? I don't think so. He's gonna get on one of his trips and he's gonna murder us all.
Well, you know how it is. It's the whole thing where you let the beast loose in the area that you want them to be loose, right?
Which is not my
right.
store, right?
Okay, not here, of course, but where the whole execution thing's gonna happen, right? That was my original plan with Guillermo as well.
Why the fuck did you bring them to me then?
Because I thought you might want to know.
No, I don't want to know.
Okay.
I deliberately don't want to know. Please. My kind suffer enough. Leave Tin Bloods out of it. For
I thought
once.
we were friends.
We are.
That's good.
You are the traitor in this friendship.
Come on, me.
You brought the gun-blazing Cerberus into my store. Who even got them into that city? It was supposed to be safe.
But think of it like this. You can have a gun-blazing Cerberus protecting your store. Isn't that cool?
I cannot control any fucking Karen that's coming to my store, and you want me to control an ancient Malkavian. He's a sire of Mistress Amanda. He's like 900 years old. He's older than Crane.
Oh, I didn't know that actually. So, yeah.
So do me this massive please favor and get the fuck out from my store with him.
I go close to him, grab him by the shoulder and say, "No problem. A favor for a friend, anytime."
Muchas gracias, Kevin. Douglas. But what was it? What happened? Well, that was awkward, wasn't it?
Hmm.
I do apologize for my misbehavior.
You alright, Briggs?
Sorry, this is what they called best, isn't it?
Yes. Now, calm down.
I am calm down. I'm always calm down.
Now you're sounding like yourself. Perfect. Lovely.
So, what is your strategy in here?
What is my strategy? You forgot everything that just happened there.
Sorry, I wasn't myself.
Ah.
The beast took control.
So if I bring you out there, would
Have
that
I
happen
hurt
again?
anyone?
Oh, no. You were just batshit scared of a person. So don't worry about that. Anyway, I've got 3 lovely candidates which require some help from us, which I'll... Well, hopefully they'll be able to join the Anarchs of Oxford. So we can
And
deal
why
with
would I help Anarchs in Oxford?
Well, anyway, don't mind that. Giving you some information so you know about them.
Let me speak with them myself.
Yeah, I think that's for the best. Don't mind what I say, I'm just a moron who doesn't know anything.
Oh, we all know that drama.
See, perfect. Exactly. I don't take any responsibility
And-
for what happens.
They came out from the office in a complete patient manner. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. And people put the gun down, start doing the shoppings like they did before. Like nothing happened. Axel, is there anything you wanted to do in the meantime while there was a way?
As I'm sort of listening in, I turn to Sue. I'm like, so, ballpark. So we're looking at estimation here. Just an estimation, so no pressure, okay? How many reigns of terror do you think you've been in charge of in the past 900 years?
What? First, 900 years, and then second, reigns of terror. I think that's probably a gross exaggeration.
That's fair. Like I said, ain't no judgment coming from me. I'm just saying, like, that guy was very, very worried once he saw you, obviously.
This entire goddamn city is all over the map.
Okay, so woke up and was a kindred. That's my story.
They walk out from the office.
Hmm?
In the middle of your sentence, they walk out from the office.
Okay.
Right then, everything's calmed down. Our shit's back in our bodies. It's all good. It's all collected, compacted. Now, from the beginning. Briggs, meet these 3 lovely individuals I just found doing something very... Okay, I'm not going to mention it. You don't need to know. It's fine.
Good evening.
The people which I mentioned? Briggs!
My name is Douglas Briggs. I am honored to be a member of the Primogen. I represent the clan of the Tin Bloods. Welcome to Oxford.
The Cammies actually give the Thin Bloods representation?
It took a hard work. And it took a lot of time. But yes, we are officially seated and represented in the Primogen. And this is my domain, my part on the city. And the tradition of the domain has been unfolded as you introduce yourself.
That's where you introduce yourself.
I am Sue.
Welcome, sir.
I'm Dr. Valentine, but everyone calls me Mica. Where is the Malkavian domain? I'm very much needing to see where my sire is.
I do understand your problems, Mica. Or Dr. Valentine, as we know you. Who you might be, sir.
Name's Axel. I came from New York.
You're a friend of Luan.
Oh, yeah.
Greetings to you too. So, the Malkavian domain is in the district called Littlemore in the downtown central side of Oxford. Unfortunately, the Primogen member, Joseph, as we call him, Crazy Eye Joe, has partly passed away. It's a complicated matter which I am willing to extend, yet in a private conversation elsewhere. Regarding the Luan, I heard she's missing. I heard she's been in grave terror from the werewolves who kidnapped her.
All I know is she's in danger. And that's it.
One of my brothers was helping under King Giuseppe to locate her. And from what I know, successfully.
Successfully, you say?
Yes. Her prison is a digital, magical imprisonment, which creates a specific kind of goblin waves that he was able to track. The pinpoint location was given to Giuseppe. In a matter of hours, I can get this message and send it to your mobile device.
Are you a friend of Luann's as well, personally?
No. I never met that lady. But Underking is also a member of Primogen, therefore he is my brother.
I see.
Like we used to say in Oxford, no matter of our alignment, we are all family. And believe me, it's coming from a thin blood. That leaves us with you, Senor. How can I help you?
Drummer wanted to introduce us, but that's just pretty much as far as...
Yeah, we're making the rounds. Gonna go to Hollywood next.
I don't think that's a reasonable thing to do.
It'll be fun. Come on.
Mr. Hollywood is outside of
Reasonable.
Oxford City. To meet him, you would have to go to the valley. The borders are in control now of this golden church. So you'd have to fight your way through the monoliths.
Why wouldn't that happen?
Is there a way under?
What you can do is actually take Dr. Valentine to John Radcliffe Hospital, where in the morgue there's the corpses of her father and sire, Joseph.
I can always take her to the other, well, technically the rest of his mind, right? If I can find where that is, anyway.
I have no idea where his current position is.
That's very unfortunate, then.
As
Very
I suppose Dr. Valentine is not an empty title, she can maybe have a look at what's remained from her sire.
Yeah, that's what she wants. You know, I'll be a tour guide. No problem. Right, so you've met them, you know each other, you can spread the message however you want, you know, the whole jazz shebang.
Let it be known to all that I will be in order to mention this introduction to the new prince, Prince Croft. And he might summon you to the Elysian itself.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know? Does Sue know who the Butcher of Chicago is? I mean, it sounds like a very reputable name.
Does Sue look like a guy who's reading the newspapers?
Absolutely not.
Exactly. So you have no fucking clue.
Just making sure. Okay.
I think it's, you know. That's what they were.
No, I'm doing that. I'm just saying you heard it. Okay.
Right.
Not gonna really say anything more because I don't want to flip anybody out. So
Once again, apologies for my out of the control situation in here. And
you remember all that?
barely. It's coming back.
Do you remember
Interesting pieces.
I still wondering how I managed to still talk.
So do you remember what you called me? I don't want to mention it.
Butcher.
So
I wonder more how did I spoke while
Hey.
being in frenzy.
So you were
does-
in Russia. Okay.
That's... I don't think all the kindreds does that, don't they? I'm not a specialist, as I am only tin blood, but it was my first time.
It's the first for, anything. You popped your cherry. Nice.
I like that guy. Does everybody know that this mug belongs to the butcher of Chicago, or supposedly? Like, how did you recognize me on sight?
I know your daughter very well.
Who's we?
I know your daughter very well.
Daughter.
Yes. Your child.
Who's that?
And,
Mistress Amanda, as we call her.
Oh.
She is the high priestess of the Sabbat of Leicester.
Oh. Wait. My kid's Sabat?
A high
yeah, that's why I thought you were
priest of
Sabat as
Sabbat.
well.
The father of the fucking year over here. Wow.
And she was recently captured by the sheriff.
Hey. I might want to change my face.
You might want to do that.
Well, we'll go to the JR, you can have plastic surgery, it'll be lovely.
From what I know, a prince is waiting with the execution as Giorgos Dimakopoulos requested a meeting with her regarding his memory issues.
Are we talking about the Georgios Dimakopoulos or Crazy Eye Joe?
Crazy Eye George.
George, right. That's the one. Okay.
As Mistress Amanda is the specialist of memories and telepathy. Sheriff and Prince allow, as a recognition of George, acts for the domain to restrain her execution postponed.
Well then, if there's nothing else to be said, let's get moving. We don't want to waste your time, Briggs, right? You're a very important, busy person. You've got
Thank
your
you.
store to run. Anyway, back to the limousine.
Have a
Hey.
good night. And welcome to Oxford.
Thanks for the gun show. Bye.
Thanks for the information.
You left back to the limousine. Charlie closed the doors behind you.
Who the hell is the butcher of Chicago?
And you!
Well, apparently.
Perfect.
Wow, that just way more questions than it did answers.
Right then, Dr. Valentine, is that what you prefer to be called, Mica? Or do you want me just to say names? Names will work. So, your sire is technically still alive. The person which was named Crazy Eye George, it was Joe before, now it's George, still has his mind in there, somewhat.
So his mind is stuck. Is what you're telling
What I'm trying to tell you is Crazy Eye George is Joe, but not fully, but, it's a weird, wishy-washy, mindy-fucky kind of thing.
Well, there seems to be a lot of mind fuckery around here.
Welcome to Oxford.
Wishy-washy, mind-fucky kind of... I'm gonna memorize that.
It's very important. You need to.
Yes.
It'll be on the test.
Do I need to change his appearance slightly?
Might be a good idea if you can do that. Wait, you're a plastic surgeon? I didn't know that. That's awesome.
It's one of my many talents as a doctor.
these two seem to be a lot older than I thought they were, so, yeah, they know a bunch of stuff. If you can operate a computer, Sue, you might just want to search for the butcher and check the face out if there's a picture there.
Oh, he's Googling Butcher of Chicago.
You got sci-fi television drama, you got some kind of advertisement, you got the local butcher shop, you got Chicago meat, you got plenty of useless false advertisements, sponsored content, and usual stuff that you go through Google, but not what you were looking for.
So it's like this trash.
Pretty much.
Google's clueless.
Yeah, well, actually, if this was, if this wasn't an historical event, that wouldn't help. Crap.
Drummer, do you know anything about the Butcher of Chicago?
Out of character, do I?
Do you?
I personally don't know, so I'm assuming no.
You've been raised by Tate. The only butcher you know is him.
Okay, that makes sense. No,
Exequo
no.
with Guillermo.
I think we need to do the Lokesh.
But you know Guillermo and him are mates.
Yeah.
The Lokesh thing?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey. Maybe they call you a butcher because you hanged out with Guillermo? Maybe, the puppy?
I don't know who that is.
A big Spanish guy, hates me for calling him puppy, but I do it anyway. Sabat as well, because that's what you are. Have a look at things anyway.
Sabat.
Come on, you're not a Sabat. You're best friends with Sabat. Like, what else, man? Come on.
No. If I was Sabat, I'm not Sabat. I'm an Anarch. 100%. Not changing it. The memory back. It's not.
Ain't no Sabat here. There's no Sabat here.
No.
Right, there's a Sabat in Oxford. Gotcha. Okay.
No, not here.
Right now.
Not in the limo, right? Right.
No Sabat. And if my chowder is Sabat and she dies because of it, the chowder I don't know, that's my chowder's problem, not mine. Like,
Kind of bow ties. Okay, just like a certain someone. I'm not going to mention. Anyway, moving on quickly. Okay. Right.
Where to?
JR. As quick as possible.
John
maybe
Radcliffe
not.
Hospital.
Yes.
Morgue, yeah?
Yeah.
Sure. You spend another 45 minutes, Mica, sorry, you couldn't help yourself. You start clinging in a fucking limo because you cannot stand it. It's driven your compulsion when it's so mess. So you just start segregating the glass together.
That's what the glass supposed to be.
So I'm asking you to change my face, and you said she's not going to do it because it's so messy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, it's fine.
In a 45 minutes on the drive, she was cleaning the fucking limo because it's driven you crazy to be in such a mess. Axel, in the time of travel, you've been focused on elsewhere. You've been focused on the rooftops when you saw people jumping from the one to another, chasing. Acting typical for a blood hunt. There must some blood hunts going on.
They paying special attention to our car?
No.
Use sort of heightened senses to look up and
No, they're
focus.
not paying any attention to your car. In fact, you could say that few kindreds recognize this car and fucking run away from it. Like, this limo that you are in is a bad omen.
Super.
In the local area. You could even hear the conversations of the kindreds from the rooftops, like, who's that? The drummer. Fuck that shit! That was kind of the reaction of few dogs, hounds, as they are called. Clearly the gentleman who's your host got a reputation bigger than is willing to admit.
Apparently.
But bloodhounds are active in the city. More than one. You could see few groups chasing. You could see helicopters in the air, put it there by the Second Inquisition, exactly the same guys who would hold the gate to Oxford. You could see roadblocks. You could see stop points and checks. You could see armored and fully armed forces of the unit in some parts of town. So, yeah, a lot of awareness about your kind in the city. If you're not gonna get killed by the Bloodhound, they're gonna kill you from the Second Inquisition and vice versa. Most of the Second Inquisition was gathered around sewers and main entrances.
Let's move here for good. It's swell.
But after that travel, you reached the John Radcliffe Hospital, one of the biggest hospitals in the United Kingdom. 6th in the world, employing 60,000 people. A massive complex of buildings surrounded in a more than 5 kilometers period. You stopped next to the morgue on a private car park left for the doctors. Terry opened the doors for you. We are here, sir.
Thank you. I pat him on the back. Well, esteemed guests, after you.
Okay.
All right.
You walked into the massive reception. Plenty of sick people, plenty of blood smell in the air, which triggering a little bit of your hunger again. At least letting you know that it's here, and you are vampires in a hospital, alright? That is something sensory for you. Other than that, building is brand new, you could say. Although it is like 2 o'clock in the morning, there are still people around, staff and patients. The massive board is showing that the morgue is on -3 level. But most of this area is for staff only.
Do you see a sign that says staff only?
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh. No, I don't see that either. Gosh.
So I start following the directions where it's pointing to morgue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to be stealthy if I need to be, because
But you're following them, or...
Yep.
Trauma?
Question, because if I remember correctly, recently the person who owned the domain was dead. Is there a replacement already, or not?
You have no idea.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, it used to belong to Mr. Brooks, Herman Brooks.
Yeah.
But... yeah, he's kaput.
Well then, might as well follow them along and go to the morgue.
Sure. Well, like it's nothing, you walked into the morgue. You see reception of the morgue, you see entrance for the doctors, you see entrance to the freezers, both secured with the pin locks and key readers. Receptionist is a nurse, which is watching Netflix on or other stream media on a phone. She's like 50 odd plus. She got blonde hair, probably dyed. She's fat as hell. She got 5 chins, blue eyes, red cheeks. You can hear her blood pumping and cholesterol in it. She's the last person you would call healthy, and she looked at you like, what the fuck you want here now? But she didn't say a word. She just gave you that hateful sight.
Hello there. Could you let us into the morgue, please, and forget about it?
No. Why would
Dr.
I?
Bell, there's a body in there that I need to evaluate. Please open the door.
I don't think Licks you got the permission. do you? Yes.
Can I try that again with Dominate this time?
I was going to use Compel.
Well, you both compel this person at the same time, and maybe this is the only reason why you managed to compel that cool. For mutual efforts, I would like you both to test and add your sum to it.
Okay. So it's Dominate plus...
Dominate, intelligence, and insight.
And insight. Okay.
Or persuasion if you don't have insight. Yeah, that can be exchanged.
Okay. Any difficulty, anything like that?
Just tell me the total score.
7 successes.
Mica?
Hold on. That's a lot of dice for me.
Whoa.
A lot.
How much is a lot?
1, 2, 3. 8?
8 successes, plus 7, 15.
So that's 15. There's no chance. At some point you start barking on her, shouting on her, and at the end you both say, "Let us in!" And it was completely synchronized. Like you were doing that together for a long time. At least, Axel, from your perspective, it could look like this. So you could get a little bit jealous about it. It was weird. It was weird because it was completely synchronized.
Yeah.
She just passed you a card.
Alcavian stuff.
Jinx. Thank you.
She came back to watching her series.
You shouldn't have to yell at humans.
Well, sometimes you just have to be a Karen, right?
I guess so.
I was just ready to make up some excuse about being a laborer you guys hired for morgue stuff, so we're past that now.
Yes. So we're walking into the freezer section.
You walk into the freezer section and you start searching for freezers with the numbers and catalogs. Is there anyone who would like to check the digital data, or are you taking the physical openings?
Let me see.
I don't think I
Screw computers, yeah?
one dot of tech.
Nope, not me.
I have one technology.
So screw computers, you're opening the drawers. Right. Well, you have found Joseph. After few attempts, maybe like 16, you found the body of your sire. Which didn't change at all from what he looked like. He didn't die a second. Still the same familiar, nice, warm face. Well, not warm maybe now, because he looks dead. But
Well, is he... Sorry.
it's an older chap. Approximately 50, 55, with the grey hairs. That kind of a nice grandpa look, if you know what I mean. A little bit dry, but kind of big nose. Blue eyes that are open. Very bushy eyebrows. And the way he is now calm when he's dead is the same calmness that brought you back to life. To Anna.
Okay. I'm going to start investigating his corpse to see if I can find any indicator how he may have, his body may have been killed, or just anything that would seem out of the ordinary.
Well, this is your sire, right?
Yeah.
Then-
Well, like, out of the ordinary as far as,
Well,
like...
he got fangs.
She's
But he
special corpses, by the way.
He looks torpid, not dead. Like in Stacy.
steak sticking out of him?
There's no stake in him.
No, we can, if we take enough structural damage,
There's no damage
From-
to the body.
yeah, but Yeah, they heal instinctively as far as I remember, but that would mean someone would need to feed him, so there's no way really I can tell, but that's a pretty pristine corpse for a dead kindred.
Yeah, they are in great shape.
That's why I think just the mindy fucky thing went over to someone else.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah, you obviously have the expertise, so yeah.
No, I just wanted to see what could have put him in a state where he's in a morgue and not in Alcavian domain.
So, first, Mica, first phase of research. Body have no indication of harm. There's no needle sting, there's no wound in him, there's no damage done to the corpses also whatsoever.
Okay.
Even in a torpor, sometimes heartbeat used to still work once per 6 minutes, for example. One per 10 minutes, one per 1 hour, dependable on the age of the kindred. Sometimes it doesn't. It depends on the blood potency. Now, his heart doesn't work at all. It's stopped, full of blood. So it didn't have a muscle release. The muscle didn't flex after the death. They automatically had this cramp. At least all his insides. Rest of his body is completely, like all his internal organs are fucked, like in all kindreds. This is the size of his lungs and the size of his stomach. All of his internal corpses are dead for ages. And that's a massive bridge to the Masquerade to any doctor who would open him. Right? So it's very unhealthy that he's fucking here. He got fangs out. That's another thing. In torpor, you do not normally have a fangs out. And there is some kind of slime inside his throat that you can find out. Some slime and some powder.
I'll just keep an eye out for possible unwanted visitors.
So you're holding the doors.
Yeah.
Drummer, what are you doing?
I've got a weird idea which I want to try. Is a defibrillator anywhere close by?
Yes, but you can actually kill him for good. Without that's electricity. That's harmful for kindred.
An idea. You know? Your heart stopped, right?
Is anyone closing the rest of the fridges?
Are you going to close the rest of the fridges?
Yeah.
Okay, so start
Alright,
shutting.
Drummer, do you help?
Yeah, why not? I'll take a look as well who they are. Just if there's anything interesting.
You could see Axel closing George.
Where, what?
Want me to keep this open?
Sure. Well,
Drummer came from the other side of the room to the corpses you were just supposed to close.
Yeah, so I'll slowly open it back up and...
You can see Crazy Eye George.
So that was supposed to be the guy who had Joseph's mind in him. If you know what I mean, the whole mind fucky thing. So if he's here... Well, that doesn't make any sense at all now. He was alive last time I checked. And everyone would knew if he died, unless that's the human guy who died. Dimitri Demokopoulos, or whatever his name is. But why would he be here when he was in America? I don't know.
okay.
We can check to see if he's human.
Oh, please do. Be my guest.
He have a fangs.
Yes,
Wow, fuck.
Okay.
Right, you might want to check both their bodies. Technically, because then together they're your sire, in a sense.
Yeah.
I'll open it all the way up and then go back to watching the door.
Okay. Am I seeing anything that can reflect on my academics or medicine? that, like, with both of these bodies, other than there's, like, slime in Joe's throat?
No. The other body doesn't have a slime and powder in the mouth.
Okay.
It's got a bit of blood. I mean, clearly, what happened to the second body, to the George? He went to the state after blood he drank.
Is the other one dead? I mean, dead.
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, well, they're doing that. So grab the body, put it over my shoulder, and try to obfuscate. It's not going to work if I don't cook the other and he's alive.
Not a problem. It's called an item if it's dead.
So it does work?
Yeah.
Okay. Dead.
Which one was it?
George. I was just grabbing George, by the way.
Dead.
Okay.
Yet, he didn't turn to ashes.
Do the same thing with the sire.
Same thing. Although,
Okay.
Mica, it hurt you a little bit how disrespectful he was to your sire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Someone turned to ashes, you said?
No, they
Sure.
didn't turn to ashes.
Got it.
Oh, that's how usually vampires, turn, they go into ashes, so if they're like that, maybe they're still alive, dead.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like, they usually decompose rather quickly, depending on the age. But, yeah.
Is there any microscope or anything that I can access to look at the slime underneath?
Sure. There's a whole laboratory next door.
Okay.
You're gathering the samples and you're going there, yeah?
Yes. Well, if Joe's in torpor, I should be able to pull him out. Right?
Yeah,
Sure.
Joe, I was
You can try to feed him.
he's technically an item, not a person.
He's an item, not a person.
I'm talking out of character. You can obfuscate with an item, but you can't obfuscate with a person unless you have a cloak together. So he was testing it by saying, if he's dead, then I won't. Then I'll be able to obfuscate with him. If he's not, then I won't. And both of them, I was able to obfuscate with both of them.
She was talking to you while you checked the slime and the powder. You're not a specialist in the bugs, but it's look like it's a moth wing powder.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the girl who exploded?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Micah still has that vial of blood she took from the girl.
Yes.
Okay. Could she investigate that too?
You see some resemblance. That is a common source in that.
Oh, interesting. I have no idea what this is.
What are we talking about?
It's science stuff. I'm trying to compare things. There are some overlap in some things, not overlap in others.
Maybe I can help?
None of it is making sense. There seems to be some biologic response, and this is watched like one blow up and turn into butterflies, and then like another. No, my sire has slime and powder in his throat.
Butterflies or moths?
Moths.
Moths.
Now that's something right there. See, the things up there, well, let's just say that when I came here, it was all about moths. Everyone was all about moths, moths this, moths that. Let's kill everybody because moths. That kind of party. So, that's the connected thing. The things which are unreasonable are the things which are connecting them. You need to look at the stuff which makes no sense, because that's the one which actually makes sense. Did you know what I mean?
That makes
Yes.
sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Everything is connected. It's still a nice merit to have. So, all right. Who else knows what's going on? Drummer.
In regards to what?
The moth situation.
Well, Crazy Eyed George was one of them. Well,
Yeah.
maybe. Oh, if we know where Hermione is, maybe we can go talk to Hermione.
Like Harry.
Yes, exactly. She loves her books.
In fact, you got one of her books.
Yes. They pull it out.
Is she a Malkavian also?
You see
Oh.
a Tremere blood sorcery book.
She'd love to.
A
speak
very
this.
old one. In fact, ancient one. In fact, Sue, you remember holding that book.
I remember holding that book.
Yeah. You had a glimpse, a pictures, a sounds, very mixed and very hurtful, which makes you bend down on your knees and hold your head. While screaming of plenty, start calling some weird language names.
Okay.
They were definitely your names, as you were sacrificing this person on this altar, reading from that book. And when you exposed the heart, you took it off. And all the kindreds that were looking, been amazed that the person you took heart from did not turn into dust. Without the heart, you helped this person stand up, and she raised her hands, and you felt proud. With one hand holding her, and with the other holding her heart, that would still give a bit.
That book have any instructions about how to like remove a heart without like killing somebody?
Pretty radical and metal. But yeah, Hermione loves this book. Maybe if we can find her, she can give you more tips and hints and stuff like that.
More people. All right.
Yeah. Though she probably, I don't know. I haven't seen her for a while. You know, drinking, partying, that kind of thing. You forget about all that stuff.
They're Tremere?
Yeah. The last. Tremere.
Right. In your humble opinion, should we keep their head on their shoulders?
Well, that Cammy scum, so, you know, you take that as you will.
Yeah. Burn that
not-
bridge and come to it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, you know, enroll into your own life is your own life. You know, I can just give you the information.
It's okay, you're helping. We appreciate it.
People
Thank
with
you.
kindreds possessing discipline of Auspex, high-end senses, please roll awareness plus resolve.
Awareness plus resolve?
So it's Auspex and what?
Heightened senses.
I don't have that one. Yep. Oh.
Four successes.
Mica? Micah?
For heightened sense aspects and what?
Resolve and awareness.
4 successes, but there is a skull.
Okay.
Just in case.
Resolve is normally here. Yeah, two.
Two crit, one
So
regular.
3 successes.
Yeah.
Sure. Does any of you possess the skill security on level 2 or above?
Like larceny?
Yeah, can be larceny, can be security, whichever it's called.
Negative.
Alright. So as much as any noise coming out from the movie outside, watched by the nurse, didn't cause you pay any attention to it. In the whole exchange of the conversation, you had an elevator. Which also maybe she went to the loo, fuck that. It was 2 corridors away from here. But inside this conversation, you could hear something clicked on the doors. Like someone mined them.
I think everybody should be on alert. I got a bad feeling.
I can understand that. I no longer know the person whose domain this is. It's been a while since they died, so he might be encroaching.
These corpses are a breach, so I was gonna hope to get them out of here.
Yeah, we need to get them to your Malkavian territory. That'd be the best if you can.
The only doors out are booby-trapped.
How?
You heard the click.
You heard somebody attached something to the doors. You know nothing about the,
okay.
It can be plastic, it can be C4, it can be Claymore, it can be...
Is there any CCTV here?
Not from here, from the security unit, but yeah, in here you can see the cameras.
I can try to get us through the ceiling.
Well, I'll use my investigation to see if there's another way out of this morgue, because there might be.
Well, it's minus 3rd level, so any Windows options are down. Mica could probably go out through the ventilation system as a bird.
Okay.
But even that can be difficult. Other than that, even without the test, I will tell you this is the only doors out.
Well, if anyone's going to try and trigger the booby trap, I'm probably going to get inside one of the drawers while that's happening.
That's where I was going with it.
Sure.
Everyone in...
Is there anyone on the other side
Yes.
of the doors?
You can sense it. Not even like Auspex or anything, but more of a Malkavian link. On the other side of those doors is a Malkavian. You can hear he's singing in his head.
But honestly, I can't see them or anything like that.
You cannot see him, you can sense him.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah?
Is this the same, am I getting the same feeling I did when I was at the hotel?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Then I am definitely going to turn into a bird and get into the ventilation system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to mend another health level and get in a drawer.
Sure.
Yeah.
Drummer, what would you like to do?
Did you say my name?
No, drummer.
No. You know when you have like those hospital beds, right, on wheels?
Mm-hmm.
Stretcher?
Yeah, a stretcher, that's one. Because how long is the corridor? Because I was thinking maybe if I just run with a stretcher, push it into the door, then run away. See what happens.
You don't think that's safe? Oh, the world wasn't based on safe, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Sue.
So he's getting in the refrigerator. She's going through the ventilation system.
She's turning into a bird, which she would like to do a rouse check.
Mm-hmm.
Ringo is just kind of contemplating, like looking at the bed, looking at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see the cogs turning.
Yeah, I don't know what the rest of the plan is going to be. I haven't really closed it all the way, but I said, I don't know what you're going to do to set off the trap or what's going on outside that door, but unless you can dismantle it, I think she's got the right idea, and this is the only option I got, so...
I want to add some. I look at. Hey, Ringo.
Yeah.
I want to might add some potence to the door with the bed.
No. No.
It's called fuck around and find out.
No.
Come on.
No.
You're a bird. What? What do you want me to wait?
Yeah, it's the sound of a door shutting. Click.
Yeah.
Mica, did you done the roast?
It's just the same.
Sorry. She asked me to wait.
Sorry?
It's
It's just a single red die.
Yeah.
No, fuck around and find out. It's fine.
You're not getting
Just-
hungry. Sure.
Yeah.
You successfully turn into an owl. Therefore, you lost a chance of communication with the guys.
Oh.
The whole wait didn't happen.
Being in the ventilation.
So I'm going to give her a little bit of time to clear. Give him time to shut his door.
Like, he's already full.
Do you want to get rid or you want to fuck around and find out too?
Let's fuck around.
Alright. I'm going to
You
take
hear a
the bed.
muffled voice, just like in the forest. Dude, you got this. I believe in you.
Thank you! He's the party cleric or bard. I'm gonna push with potence, push the bed into the door, like really fucking hard, with my strength and potence and fun stuff, and see if I can get the door to bust open and trigger whatever trap.
Sure. Mica, where are you at this time?
Okay. I'm in the ventilation.
How do you
trying
open a ventilation?
heck at it?
It's a
If I
little
see-
rim that it's screwed into.
I'm paying very close attention to what she's doing because I wanted her out of
You
the
could
room
open
before.
that with the human hands, but not with the bed.
Yeah. So I open it for her.
No, you already pushed the doors.
But I told you I was paying attention to where she was going and how far she was away, and making sure that she got clear of any kind of blast radius
Okay,
before I did
so you're opening the doors and then you're pushing the chest. Cool. That's why I like to have an order of what's happening.
that. Understood. So I opened the vents, but I'm waiting until she's
Okay.
clear of the room.
She went out of the
vents.
room and then you're pushing the doors, right?
Yes,
so when the doors
absolutely.
are busted, Mica, you are in between the walls, in between the rooms, correct?
Her intent
Okay.
was to see if she can see.
Nobody
What's
can
happening?
open the doors from the other side for you. I mean, the crate. So you kind of dead end after a couple of meters. You can see other side of the corridor, and you can see a guy approximately 19 years old, long black hairs, mask covering his face. Both of his eyes are red, including the whites in his eyes. They are also red,
Mm-hmm.
both fully filled with blood. Hoodie of System of a Down, the one with the mushrooms, and trench coat, leather jackets, and heavy shoes, heavy boots, with some chains on it. In his left hand, he is playing around with a saber, like 17th century saber. And with his right, he's smoking. You can see that the receptionist is standing like this, completely stiff, on the other side of the room. And you could see that the doors get busted by the bed, the stretcher.
Oh.
And it released the mechanism that starts to spray gas into the room. Red, like blood, gas. That fulfilled the room entirely in a matter of seconds.
Oh, damn. Do I have enough time to jump into a fridge or no?
You've been covered by it in a matter of seconds.
Okay.
And the drummer too.
The drummer.
Yep.
Yummy.
The explosion of this dust, this fog, even when outside on the corridor, this guy just moved like a little bit. Clearly, it's also not healthy for him. Then he giggled. Take his saber, put it into the cover. Wait 5 seconds, maybe? When the fog starts to drop down, he starts to walk into the room. Which you guys did not see. Because the moment of explosion is the moment he lost the consciousness.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Is it just me and Drummer? Did it get to... It didn't get to Axel, right?
You heard the explosion. It didn't reach you.
Okay.
You can hear somebody walking into the room.
I'm gonna rouse for the feral weapons just in case.
Sure.
Oh, this is so fun. Okay.
You're getting hungry?
Oh, I'm at 4 now.
Ooh, hello.
I mended a bit because of the werewolf thing.
Yeah.
So, that's okay.
And what kind of feral weapons are you dragging out?
So Axel has sort of manifested raven-like animalistic qualities, so his hands have turned into sort of 3-pronged black claws.
Sure. The protein went through your blood. And in a communication with your beast, you decided it's the time for bloodlust. For a moment, you could swear you heard your beast in your head. For the first time, not being an urge, an emotion, an impulse, but you could hear the words. You could hear your beast saying, "Hungry," inside your head, which shocked you a little. Well, maybe even more than a little. At least, or maybe it's too much time with the Malkavians. But you have a full reason to be legitimately concerned about your mental health being. You start to believe that your beast is talking to you.
What did I interpret it saying again?
Hungry.
Mm-hmm. Well, as our friend SuE said, if this drawer opens, it'll be fuck around and find out time for whoever's on the other side.
You kick off the doors. Mica, where are you at this moment?
I'm going to be heading back to that room. So, since I saw the dust settle and stuff, she's going back to the room to see, like, what's happening.
Let me
Axel.
synchronize that situation. Are you changing back to the human form as soon as you can or not?
Yes.
Sure. So, Axel is kicking off the doors and slithering out, nearly in rage, nearly in frenzy, with transformed hands already, screaming at the person, who I will describe in a moment, while from the other side of the room, Mica is dropping out from the ventilation system as a bird, but landing as a human. And in front of you, you can see a same person that I described earlier, now without a mask, draining out of blood entirely, SuE. And as you both jump out, he just finished and dropped his body on the floor. Sister, he looked at you, and you recognize the voice of Sebastian. A same person that informed you about Giuseppe.
And he just drained SuE?
Yes. You can see from the wounds, as you are a doctor, you can see that there's no more blood in SuE.
Okay. What did you do? She, like, screams, like, runs over to SuE. Can she use one of the lupine tubes she has?
To do what?
And gives it to SuE?
There's no damage you can restore. He have no damage.
Do you want to feed him?
No. He was drained. He was diablerized on your very eyes. For some reason, he did not turn into the ash. But let me tell you, Sebastian just diablerized SuE.
Well, I rouse for prowess, and I leap at him.
Sure.
I ain't having that. And if my hunger goes up...
Strength, please. Plus.
Just the way it is.
And I'm just, like, holding SuE.
His corpses are in exactly the same state as Giorgos and Giuseppe.
Yeah. Hunger 5, let's go.
Hunger 5. Strength plus brow.
Okay. Right. Boy, that's 4 successes.
I've got 7.
Okay. So what does he dodge out of the way? What does he do to me?
So technically, as you jumped on him, he moved incredibly fast, clearly with a celerity. He took a swing with the saber. You could say it's a 18th century kind of fighting style with the saber. Well, just the hands, your talons, put some sparks on it. He completely dodged. It was not of his intention to attack you of any sorts, but he had a good opportunity to do so. He just deflects you with swift and smoothness, and pretty much it looked like a dance.
Fair enough. This is where I tell you I had a skull on a blood die, and I failed.
This is the moment you should tell me that earlier. Right.
Well, that was on the brawl check, yeah.
Okay. So... But you had successes other than that, right?
Yep, I had 4.
Okay. So your roar went through the corridors, alarming humans. Mica,
all right.
What are you doing? Your turn.
I'm gonna try to dominate Sebastian.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
All right. Use your dominance, please.
Dominating what?
Dominate plus intelligence plus persuade, or no, manipulation. Sorry, manipulation plus persuade or insight, whichever you want to use. Versus his resolve and willpower. I've got 2 successes.
I have more than that.
He dropped his sword. His saber.
What the hell are you doing?
Axel, what are you doing? Because Mica is talking.
Nah, that's another attack.
So you do not turn off the combat?
No.
Okay. Strength.
Nah, one of my only allies that I've known has kind of been drained by this guy, and he just attacked us, so my hunger's at 5. Rational thought is not a thing I'm into right now.
Sure.
No, I was telling Sebastian. Stop.
Due to the fact that he is compelled by Mica, I do not allow him to judge, and you got a clear shot. So, what is your pool?
Right, my brawl pool?
Brawl pool strength, yes.
9.
9. I'm gonna consider that as all successes because he cannot dodge. He is a standing Muppet just waiting for you to rip his heart off. Now the point is, do you want to kill him in one shot?
My intent before, my only thought was, if I don't decapitate him, I'll be putting him into torpor, and that was my intent, was not to... I don't want to bring final death to Kindred in a territory that I'm not in.
You want to torpor him?
Yes.
So you can easily grab a leg of metal wood and stab his heart. Is that what you want to do?
I just want to do so much structural damage with my claws that he just falls.
You can overdo that. That's the point.
Okay, so... Yeah. Because I'm in such a bestial state where I can't really control it.
Do you want to attempt to do the structural damage and with the possibility of overdue, or do you want to torpor him with a stake?
Oh, yeah, we'll go with the possibility of overdoing it.
Sure. Therefore, I would like you to test your 9 dice pool.
Okay.
And if any of the 5 red dots will be bestial favor, you kill him.
Okay. Because, I have feral weapons that add 2 and prowess that add 2 as well, if I hit him.
Any bestial favor, any skull, and he's dead.
I know.
Okay. I have 5 of these things, so let's go. Out of 9 dice, all of my red dice are blank.
Okay.
And I've rolled 2 successes.
Sure. You jumped on him and you start ripping him part by part. But you managed not to kill him. He didn't turn to ashes. He is in torpor. Mica, you are witness to the situation.
Oh my god. Still trying to process. My husband is down. I have, Axel who's going psycho. Well, you didn't turn to ash. I got my sire that didn't turn to ash. Now I got Sebastian and oh my god, what am I supposed to do with this situation?
Yeah, I'm trying not to feed on Kindred either, as I'm very hungry.
So you're going for the receptionist, I suppose?
Yeah.
Sure. She was dazed as well. So
I just look up at her.
You can decrease 2 points. And I'm not taking a definition from you what you do. You can do something afterwards when she's like a fucking rape victim underneath the desk. Then you can react. But before, with a hunger 5, I'm not taking a declaration from you. You just used her like a tool. She was just another blood bag.
Oh, that's exactly right.
You might feel ashamed afterwards. You might feel bad about it. Maybe you should. But there was nothing stopping you from that.
It's a problem for future Axel, not present Axel.
Yes.
Okay.
Mica, you're on your knees holding the cold body of your husband, seeing warm or getting colder body of your brother being ripped off by your new friend.
Mm-hmm. Drummer, we're in big
Drummer is unconscious on the floor. Drummer is unconsciousness on the floor.
He's not.
They were hit by the mist.
Poking him. Can I, slap him across the face to see if I can get him awake?
Well, 1 minute of slapping him in the face show nothing other than that he got a very plastiline face.
You know you let to. It's your obsession.
Axel, are you okay?
You can hear that from the room.
Can I hear?
Yeah.
So you can hear me?
He just stopped feeding.
I put the claws away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
But I'm listening while I feed. But I have eye contact.
You already finished feeding.
Okay, so I'm good.
Yeah, she's lying on a floor like how to say that, bag of potatoes you could call it. Everywhere. It's messy, it's bloody, it's not clean, it's not in the codex of the Masquerade, it's She doesn't look happy after a vampire kiss. You couldn't give a fuck more on the other side.
Okay.
Drummer, okay?
You're here now.
I tried getting him awake and nothing. He's just unconscious. I can't pull him out of it. We have 3 bodies we need to get out of here, and just you and me, and we have to, I can try to manipulate how we look so we can get these bodies out. We're in a morgue. I would imagine that they have some kind of bags that we can use to put these guys in it. Where we're going to go, I'm not entirely sure yet, but we need to get the hell out of here. It's been a little too much of a tension between an explosion and now there's like a dead receptionist, and we need to get out of here, Axel. We need to get out of here. We need to get these guys.
Where are there body bags in the area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Oh, well, at least they're new.
Don't be putting me in no used body bag, okay?
Okay. So, Axel, you're going to help me start putting them in body bags?
Sue
Yes.
raised his hand.
Like I said, I'm a laborer. I'm helping you push bodies.
Sue
Is she actually
raised his
dressed
hand.
like a doctor?
What happened?
Sue raised his hand.
Oh, thank... Hey, can you get up?
Am I awake?
You're dead.
How do you raise your... Okay. Doctor coats. Are there doctor coats?
Yeah.
Hanging up. Okay. Axel, put this on. And I, throw a doctor coat at you. Yeah. Yeah. So we put on doctor coats and we got the 2 stretchers. Put Sebastian in one body bag, and then we can put the drummer and Stu in a different one. So we're each pushing what looks like one body bag.
Drummer and Sue. You are awake.
No.
You woke up on the floor. Unconscious.
If anyone
you can
asks...
see Axel changing into the doctor clothes. You can see Mica putting up the body bag. With a huge penis.
Welcome back.
What do you do?
It's a trip? Since when did you start working here?
Sue, you are talking unwillingly. And you got a weird accent.
Wait, what? This is weird.
I heard you called this one Sebastian, the torso that we have now.
You both look at the corpses that Axel had pointed to. And you both see are corpses of Sebastian, son of the Joseph.
He used his arms
brother
and legs.
Of Mica, a traitor of the clan Malkavian and currently Primogen member of Malkavian clan. So you have no idea from how you know that. But Axel just shreds to pieces a Primogen.
He's not dead. He said he wouldn't kill him.
He came in here.
You said what Sue said unwillingly. Mica, you could hear Drummer talking with Sue's accent.
The hell?
Hey!
Hey!
What are you doing?
Something's not right!
Yeah, you think? Whoever that guy was in here, he came in here with the audacity to use arms and legs to try and harm me, so I took those fucking things off. We're doctors. We're moving a bunch of bodies out of here because there was a traffic accident.
Mm-hmm.
And that's our current plan. What do you think?
Is that my body?
That is your body.
Sure is, sir.
Dead.
We don't know if you are or not, but you didn't turn to ash, and you're kind of in the same situation as those two over there. Which, now that Drummer's awake, well, you. Here, put this lab coat on, and we're going to take Joe with us.
So I'm going to try to use Drummer's body to put on a lab coat. Am I in control of Drummer's body?
Drummer, what do you say about that?
Fuck you, it's my body!
Drummer fell on the floor and started getting.
Are we like fighting each other?
Yes, pretty much. That's what it is.
Don't touch my drum set!
It's a special edition! Come on, man! You treat it with respect!
Calm down, Lars. Let's go.
We really, really need to get out of here, guys.
All right. If Drummer can control his own body, I'm not trying to control it.
Well, this way or another, you're both trying to move, you're both trying to talk, and it looks like you are a kid with a special needs. It's definitely movement impairment and definitely speech impairment, specifically when you try to talk at the same time.
Right? One at a time.
It is difficult to decide is that one of you control the left side of the body and the other side control the right side of the body. No, it's more like stretch for strength. Who gonna push harder, which way, which direction, which kind of hand, which kind of limb, where. So it's on one side it's agonal because it's very exhausting. On the other side is weird. On the third side, you both know from Drummer's head that is the bloody fucking Mothquin magic.
Alright, just spitballing here, but could all of Sue's blood is in that torso. Could you possibly take it back? Would that help? Should we not try it right now? You still want to take the others we found before all of this shit happened? So 3 bodies and a torso?
I think that's a good idea.
Joe and Sebastian, yes. There's something that I connect. I need to connect the dots.
Take George as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so 3 bodies and a torso.
Yeah.
If we're taking Sebastian.
Hmm.
Asshole's lucky I don't go up to the roof and leave his ass there.
Okay, I'm lucky you're not doing that. So we need to get out of here. I'm sure this got a lot of unwanted attention.
That sounds like a boon.
Yeah. If there are scrubs, I will put the scrubs on because you can be the doctor.
Sure.
Yeah. So.
Right. So,
right. So
my body,
everything.
my rules. I'm going to put on the doctor's lab coat on because it was my idea, not his. Right? My idea.
I did it first!
Is he doing that without punching himself or slapping himself?
Do what?
I'm asking Sue, is he doing that without punching or slapping himself?
No. Sue has empathy in this situation because if Drummer was in Sue's body, Sue would not want this happening to him. So he's very out of sorts. This is not his body. So he's relinquishing control mostly to Drummer. I might fuck with him every once in a while.
Okay.
I'm perfectly fine with that. That sounds
So, like,
ideal
while he's
to me.
on the lab coat, he gives himself a wedgie. Like, you know.
You fucker!
And in the disguise of the scrubs with the bags, you leaving the morgue and the hospital, and you putting the bags to the limousine? Is that your great plan?
Yeah, we've got some new
Look
friends.
at it.
If we make it to the parking lot, yeah.
In the
Okay.
trunk.
No, they can be
who
with
would
us.
who would be the leader of that group now? Who would like to test the dice for the coterie?
you know how to fool people, or?
I'm not gonna tell you what's gonna be the test. I'm gonna ask you for the person who's walking first, who's getting out first, who is the top of the corridor.
It's gonna be hilarious. I'm going first.
You going first. All right, drama.
Okay.
May I have a test
Yes.
for Dun, dun, dun. It's called performance
Performance. Okay.
plus charisma.
Yep. Just those two?
Yeah.
Performance and charisma. Okay. That's 5 dice. 1 success.
1 second.
Yep.
Add your and Sue's hunger.
Okay, I have to reroll that then. What's your hunger, Sue?
My hunger was brought to 0 until someone drained me of all my blood.
So your hunger
Is
is free.
Okay.
Okay, so
And
let me
your
reroll that.
hunger.
Then. Okay, rerolling that. Okay. Because I'm not that well versed with this. Let me.
So just tell me what the dice says.
Oh, it says 4 successes. That's what it says.
Sure, no worries. Is there any skull?
This is what it looks like on there. One's a crit success, I think, but it's
Okay.
like that.
There's no
Like that.
skulls.
No skulls. Nothing
Okay.
like that.
Cool. Now, second test
Yep.
would be streetwise plus wits.
Streetwise plus wits. Okay.
Stu pushes his mind in to the situation, if I can.
You want to add your dice to his test?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Towards
I
the
have a 4 and
streetwise?
3.
You can add four dices.
4 dice to that. Okay.
Is this something I can test for as well, or no?
No, we pick
Okay.
drummer as a leader of the group. So
Okay. So
he's taking the
streetwise-
troll for everybody. If somebody would come and start to like, hey, who are you? What drummer is directing them attention to him, and you can pass
Yeah.
through.
Exactly. Okay.
That's the idea behind it.
So streetwise, wits, pretty hunger, because that's what Sue has. I'm currently on 0, so I'm gonna roll that. So 4 successes, right? But there's 2 skulls.
Okay. So you start to walk through the hospital.
Mhm.
Doctors start like, excuse me, what are you doing? And you've been like, oh, sorry. So we got this accident, and you completely butter him up. Like, yeah, I'm friend of Theodora Reich. Okay, she's the morgue director. All right, I knew Mr. Brooks. All right, where's his funeral? With the doctors, no problem. Yeah. You pass through, you went to the ground level, you start walking up, and security stopped you. Like, excuse me, sir, can I see your ID? Where the hell are you going? And this is the moment when annoyment hits you, and you just look up to him, and it slips out of your mind. It's I don't know, maybe it was Sue's words, maybe it was yours. Well, Sue, you could assume it was your words, but it also could be his words. So you share the blame for what you said when you dominate that person to kill himself. And in the middle of the hospital, the security officer took his gun and shot himself in the head. Both of you losing 1 dot of humanity.
Damn.
Oh,
You not exactly know whose fault is that. And that was the moment when no cover further was working anyhow, so you had to start to run. Therefore, Axel and Mica, please athletics plus strength.
I don't even know. How do I calculate my humanity because it's not on there?
No worries, I will mark it.
Okay.
athletics plus strength. Oh god. Holy shit.
Damn, girl.
4, okay.
Nice.
I don't know how that happened.
Because of prowess, 4 as well.
Axel, you had how many successes?
4 in total.
4. No worries. You get massive encouragement when you heard the bang and brain splitting on the floor.
Why?
You start running in front. Actually, you're holding two of the corpses. Mica,
Yeah,
you
this
got
is
one
bullshit.
of them. And behind you, drummer with a SuE face, you could call it. Like a paralytic
Oh my god!
starts to run, killing himself nearly twice on the pavement, running
This is
towards
what-
the car.
From Men in Black, the roach, the roach thing that possessed the guy
Kind
when
of,
he's trying to move, not like
I've
discombobulated.
seen that movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I've seen it. I know what you mean. Yeah.
The moment you ask Sammy to start the engine, the limo starts to go. It wasn't two streets, a street, a corner, a one traffic light, when police car was behind you. At first one, then the second, then the third,
How well is the limo?
and then the helicopter.
Oh God.
Oh god!
Whilst
So, yeah,
that's happening, can I give Samuel a call?
With your hand or with SuE hand?
With my hand.
That is the question. That is your own fight that you're having on the back of the car. While
I'm
Mica is hugging corpses of SuE, while Axel is looking through the window in the roof, checking the helicopter that's look at you. Is it armed or not? And this is when we're gonna finish today's episode. Allowing you to contemplate, plan, and meet carefully your next steps while you're heading towards the direction of the downtown from the Haddington in the Oxford by night. Thank you for tuning to us. Good night, kindreds.